her name's spelled right. Alright, you good? 3, 2, 1, go. So, like, I know this is supposed to be a casual, or I know bonus stream is like a lot more casual than the main marathon, but there's actually been a pretty big change in Majora's Mask since the SGDQ run back in January. The newest trick is called wrong soaring, or also known as index warping. There's an owl in South Clocktown, which anybody who knows Majora's Mask, you play the Song of Soaring, you can warp to different owls. Excuse me. But that same owl is actually visible from another part of Clocktown, and for whatever reason there's solid ground on it. So you can actually hover and touch that owl and hit it and activate it. And then if you play the Song of Soaring, it doesn't come up with text saying you haven't hit an owl, it comes up with text. It actually allows you to warp to Great Bay, but it always defaulted to Great Bay. So it was thought to be useless, and that's why it's hit an owl. And there was also a bomb going on next door, but whatever. But Index Stick actually discovered that by opening your map, or opening your pause screen and maneuvering your cursor over different points on your map, you actually change where you warp to. So you can, not anywhere in the game, you can go to pretty much any owl without having actually hit it. In previous runs, such as ZFGs at SGDQ, you had to hit owls, and one of the biggest things was called Stone Tower Climb. There's a really long section, it was like 3 or 4 minutes, where you had to climb up to get into Stone Tower Temple. And it was a ton of mega flips and shoes and really precise hovers. All of that's completely removed. There's an owl right outside of Stone Tower that, thanks to wrong soaring, we're actually able to go to directly and entirely skip the entire concept of Stone Tower Climb. It also eliminates a couple, at least one Fairy Fountain wrong warp. There's only one done in the run. The route is still very explosive dependent, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Like, wasting 2 bombs is no longer run over. So, there's been a lot of new stuff, and by pretty much everybody's estimates, and I believe Anop actually timed it, the new wrong soaring saves roughly 2 to 3 minutes. If anybody knows better, please correct me.
Careful support, man. We don't know anything.
So, I'm playing in Japanese because speedrunners only read Japanese. We all speak English, but we don't know how to read English. It's Japanese. Yeah, well, literacy in anything other than Japanese. So, moral of the story, you're looking for Navi from Ocarina of Time, and Skull Kid's like, hi, and then his fairies scare your horse, and he takes your Ocarina. And that's pretty much how you get involved in this whole thing. Crack. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's not Betty.
Link confirms Stoner.
Chad is wondering if the guy in the Eslo hat can wave to them.
So, I mean, there's not really a lot to do here. Like, you just kind of have to roll up logs. Shoutouts to my friend Phil, who messes up logs almost every time.
What?
That's one of the funny additions from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask, is in this game, certain ledges, you have little acrobatic moves like that. You see it, I want to say twice in this run, and like 5 times in the entire game if you play it casually. But anyway, I'm Viva, I'm the guy who constantly made fun of the previous runner. And hopefully I'm going to play a Zelda game.
One of the many guys.
Yeah, I'm one of many guys. How do I keep looking at the... How do I click this? So, is on camera?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a beautiful name.
Dude,
It's a sexy
that's...
I just kept looking like, yeah.
Anyway, so like, Basically, the way this run works is the route itself is relatively similar, but it's done in a different method thanks to soaring. What used to be having to go and hit an owl, like physically touch it with your sword, now just becomes hover over a certain point on the map. So it makes things a lot easier, and it's actually a lot more beginner-friendly run now, because Stone Tower Climb required mega flips, which are not frame perfect. You have, I believe, I want to say 3 frames for the roll and 2 frames for the flip, but I'm not positive about that. Either way, it's relatively precise, but it's not too bad. I'm going to take this time to text my brother and tell him I'm free. I'm not joking. So, the beginning of Majora's Mask is kind of slow, but after the first little bit, it picks up pretty quick and is an extremely interesting run. The first about 15 minutes or so are referred to as first cycle. For those who don't know, Majora's Mask is actually based around a 3-day cycle where you're supposed to try and get Majora's Mask back. It's the mask that Skull Kid's wearing. And unfortunately, he turns you into a Deku, and there's not really a lot you can do until you can turn into human. So, the first 15 minutes of the run are just focused around getting to the end of the first 3-day cycle as fast as you can. Because at the end, you get the Ocarina of Time, which lets you go back in time, turn into a human, and start doing stuff. And I'm mashing like in a really weird way, but for whatever reason, Nintendo decided that C up would be a great third button to mash text button. A, B, and C up are the 3 that advance text in this game for some reason. I don't know, I use it a lot. There's also the fact that a friend of mine dropped it, and that may have something to do with it. Alright, so can I please request a minute or two of silence during this during this trick? Yeah, serious time. Like, this is a cutscene skip called Salesman skip. It's not a huge deal if I miss it, but it's kind of silly. So, I'll explain after, because I have a lot of time. That was actually really, really slow, but I took it extremely carefully because it's at the top of those stairs is a cutscene trigger where the masked salesman explains the whole thing with Skull Kid, Majora's Mask, and he just talks forever. Or, because of the way this game loads cutscenes, as soon as you're in a cutscene trigger, the first frame, nothing happens. The second frame you're in that trigger, the cutscene actually activates. So, by pause buffering your way into the loading zone, you can actually prevent the cutscene from ever playing. I would have liked to get it about 10 seconds faster for it to really be worth doing, but pretty much as long as I get out by a sub before 8:10, it still saves time. And it makes me feel good. So, right now we're just going to talk to my grandma. There's explosive going off next to her. Anyway. Yeah, you know, just minor bombs, no big deal. So this is my grandmother. She's very kind. Talking to her for the second of her 2 stories advances 1 full day. So it went from first day to last day. Yeah, praise your resident sleepers. Looking forward to chat for that. So all we really do is just try and go as fast as we can to make it as far in the 3-day cycle as we can get it. And unfortunately, there is a bit of waiting during this, so I'll keep explaining stuff. Who wants to take a Snapchat while we... Okay, after this cutscene, we have some waiting time. Anybody want to be in the snap with me? Yeah, dude. Cool.
Hey, are you waiting for donation? Oh.
He's just chilling.
No, I'm just chilling up here.
Up to you.
I can check for you.
If you want, you can read the donations. I mean, we got plenty of time. Hey,
There's a $10 donation that just says 502. All it says is 502.
Yeah, was it? Good donation. But read the one that's all mountain. That's a good donation.
We are just number streams.
Just all numbers?
It is. It's
Yeah,
8, 7, 1, 5, 6, 3, 1, 2, 8, 15, 6, 3, 2, 88, 5, 6, 3, 1. You just tell me when to stop. It just keeps going. 4, 8, 5. No, it's not. 4, 8, 5, 6, 3.
9, 2, 6, 5, 3,
Yeah, no,
5,
this is
8,
different.
9,
3, 1,
7,
6, 9, 7,
3,
5,
8,
1.
4, 6, 2, 6, 4,
I
3,
don't.
3.
I'm not doing
Anyway, okay, so we can get to night of the 3rd day, and that's all the further we can advance time without just waiting. So
People can still donate, right?
yeah, people can still donate.
Get it in, guys.
So I can do.
You got plenty of time to donate, don't worry. But I do have a donation for you,
Hold up,
Vivo.
can I add a mini donation incentive?
Sure.
Okay, how small? Like I want it to get met.
Well, what is it?
So we're not going to actually formally add it as a donation incentive.
Yeah.
How many viewers do we have right now? About 13,000? 13,500? 16,000.
I was gonna go with like 100.
Okay, so I'm playing.
Well, I mean, I want like it's some really entertaining stuff. I want it to get
How long
met.
do you have to play?
Until the end of the run.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with like 200 of it.
Come on, man.
Dude, it's bonus stream. It's bonus stream. I want it to get met.
Alright.
So let's go with if $200 more are raised, just overall, if 200 more are raised by the end of this stream or by the end of this run. There's a few really entertaining glitches that a friend showed me involving Gyorg, the boss of the Great Bay Temple that More explosions. Anyway, so if $200 are raised by the end of this run, then I will show off a very entertaining glitch with Gyorg from Great Bay Temple. I can't do it during the run, but I can do it after. So in first cycle, all we do is get into Clocktown, advance to night of the 3rd day, get the ferry, come see the Great Ferry, and then we have to go wait outside Clocktown until midnight. So I'm gonna show something off and poke fun at ZFG, hopefully. ZFG, if you're watching, I love you. So that's called a gainer. It's just let go, basically backflip and let go and re-hold Z target or L in this case because we need the controller. And you actually get a backflip with forward momentum, so you get extra height. And if you just keep holding L, you can walk through heart pieces and not pick them up. And ZFG did that at SGDQ, but he let go of L or something, and he actually picked up the heart piece. It was hilarious. So who wants to take a snap?
Do you know what toxic?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Just take it
Okay,
like
so
this.
he
take it
donated.
back.
He donated.
Yeah.
Viva, I basically hate you right now. I was going to go take a nap because I'm old after all, but then you started playing MM. We're kicking you out of Canada. Good job.
Hey, I got good news for you, Viva. Hey, Viva, you sold yourself short. We've already made $200.
What?
We already made $200. Good job.
We already did.
Okay, let's raise it to 5.
No, you can't.
You
Yeah,
change
one
it.
person.
You
donated
can't change it after you
Nice,
put it
okay.
out there.
I'm not sure what this donation incentive actually is, but go for it.
Okay, cool. I will.
That's the comment.
There's some really interesting glitches with Gyorg that I will show off, and I can actually soft lock the game to finish things off. Anyway, okay, who wants to be in the snap? Come on.
Yo, get your hair out of the way.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
Snapchat.
I blocked you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told you to move.
I totally blocked you. I'm really good.
Good stuff.
10 out of 10 quality.
Okay. We're good.
Hey Viva, chat's calling you out to 100%.
No frame perfect entry. Rip a frame. I just sent that to like everybody. Oh my god.
I'm so good at Snapchat.
Dude, I just sent that to like everybody.
Show it to the show it to the camera.
Oh yeah.
What?
Okay. Can you guys see this shit?
No, not at all.
Go
There-
away.
Alright.
Wait. Lower. Little bit. Oh, okay.
Wait.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. Just so that's you.
Actually, here.
This is one of the many ways.
One other thing for people to donate for is another 150.
Dude, it needs to be more than 100. You know that.
No, this one's for like the next half hour.
$200 in 2 seconds.
Yeah, then say like put it to like $1,000. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
All right.
It's not the end
how
of the world.
about, okay, let's make it 500. Okay? Is that okay?
Sure.
Sure, whatever. It's
Just
up
wait
to
10
you.
seconds.
All right. If another $500 are raised by the time I get New Wave Bossa Nova, which will be somewhere around 50 minutes into the run, I will do a strat which costs a little bit of time, so intentionally a little slower. But basically, it looks really good. Like it's complete Minecraft and nothing else at all. So another 500 within the next, within the next 30
I
minutes.
think this is the total by the end of the marathon. Not by the gosh, it's still being updated.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
It's not like secret.
No. This is a public. Yeah, this
So
is
anyway, what we're doing is being blown up. Anyway, basically you just have to get into the clock tower, which takes a while because it opens automatically at the end of 3 days, or you can hover into the loading zone. Problem is, it's kind of hard to hover as a deck scrub. So for now, I'm going to learn the Song of Time. So this is the hardest trick in the entire run, by the way. Why did I play that so slowly?
Instruments are hard.
Hey, the ocarina is a very complicated.
It takes a lot of practice.
It really
You can't
does.
just pick one of those things up and just start playing stuff.
Nah, dude.
You gotta think like.
We have 600 last I checked. No, sorry. 15,000. Down to 15,000. Thanks.
Pretty dank. That's pretty dank meme, man.
I blame LCS.
I
LCS?
blame the fact that it's bonus stream. Bonus stream viewership is just really weird. It goes up and down a lot.
I mean, I'll try. If I can,
Mario Party is always a big draw.
Yeah, that's true.
if I
Everybody
can
loves
consistently be, if I know for sure I'll be at HD, you'll probably submit this.
Mario. Oh yeah, Mario Party is always a bonus stream.
So playing the Song of Time resets the 3-day cycle and is also the
money
way,
matches with more.
and it's also the way you save the game in Japanese. So playing the Song of Time there, as soon as you hit yes in the text box, the game saves. So I hit yes and immediately reset my console. So, excuse me. So basically, it's faster than watching the cutscene. And I spawn right outside the clock tower, and okay, there we go. Good, I have the ocarina. Barring like some strange new game-breaking glitch, I would have the ocarina and I can come talk to this guy. This is the mask salesman who we've never actually seen before. He told us to get the ocarina back, and he wanted us to get Majora's mask back. So he teaches us the song which lets us turn back into human, and he's like, "Hey, where's my mask?" And then he gets mad. I'd actually like to give a real shout out to my friends Majin Phil, Chobin50, DF6780, and honestly to Enop as well. All of them helped. Like as soon as I decided I wanted to run MM, all of them were amazingly helpful. And like when I came back after a bit of a break, with help from them, I dropped my time like 6 minutes in a week. So shout outs to them if they're watching, or even if not. Alright. He's got the munchies, I guess.
I already know.
So coming up in, I don't know, not very long is going to be the next, wait, we have another cutscene. After this cutscene, we're going to go hit the Hidden Owl. So if anybody doesn't know Majora's Mask speedrun, doesn't know N64 Zelda speedruns, hovering is really fun and you'll enjoy it.
We're getting crazy donations. Yeah, we've already gone up like
Are you serious? We're actually getting donations?
we are getting real donations.
Nice! Guys, keep it up. All this money is going to charity. Keep it up, guys. Actually, fun fact, last year I was on a mission trip and actually worked side by side with several people from Doctors Without Borders. And, like, these are the kids who literally, like, you see the commercials and they literally can't afford shoes. They sit in puddles and eat dirt. So I worked side by side with the people who are getting the money that this is going towards. So I can personally tell you, it is an amazing cause. Donate for it. Your money is going to one of the best places possible. I promise you. So in real time. I guess.
Yeah, if you like Zelda, that is a fact.
I mean, it's
Great.
So let me know if 500 gets met before I get. I'll tell you when I'm about to get very possible. Tell me if the 500 is met by then. What's up, Blazeplug? Hi. How are you? So now we're mostly done with cutscenes for a while. He's just freaking out because we didn't get the Majora's Mask back yet. So he's just kind of freaking out and is like, alright, go get it. You believe in yourself. I believe! And that's basically the moral of that cutscene. He explains like has like a dark past of like some tribal ritual stuff. And we don't really care. We just want to go fast. Shoutouts to speed, going quickly. Okay. Now we actually go do stuff. First things first, I need rupees. Because Link is broke. I cannot wait for the chat to explode with bomb. So, I honestly never learned this game before the new route came out, but moral of the basically, this is the fastest rupee chest. There is, dependent on RNG, you can actually get rupees during the first cycle and put them in the bank and it's faster by like 10 seconds. But it's RNG and you need quite a few rupees, so I don't go for it. There's actually another route that's quite different, but I'll explain sometime later in the run when I have a cutscene. It's called Grotto Wrong Warp, and it's not super hard, the Wrong Warp itself, but afterwards there's a cover you have to do in Deku Palace, which is pretty precise, and it's not particularly marathon friendly. So
This is the marathon.
what?
Fortunately, this is.
Yeah, I've learned the route and everything, but I'm not really comfortable doing it quite yet. Come on, unpause, Link. Link? Yes, Link's the one who pauses. Alright, so this is about to be hidden now. Good. So this is the owl that's actually in South Clocktown, but it's always loaded from West Clocktown. But as you can see, kind of right there, it's not actually hit, so interesting things happen. Super Slide gets past the guard faster. So hitting that hidden owl is pretty much one of two really big run killers for the next little bit. There's things that cost time, but nothing that's really run over for a while, which is pretty nice. Was it that and Salesman skip were the only things I was really worried about. So this is a fun glitch, which I messed up. There we go. So that's called time stop. If you notice, the HUD completely disappeared and the camera's kind of funky. I don't understand how it works, to be completely honest, but by pulling your ocarina and immediately canceling it in front of a gossip stone, time stops and cutscene triggers are no longer a thing. So by doing that, we actually skip a cutscene that's roughly 4 minutes long where we learn Skull Kid's backstory of, like, basically he was picked on and didn't really have any friends. High school gossip. High school gossip. But there's a 4-minute cutscene where you would learn about Skull Kid's past, or by doing time stop, we can skip it entirely. All the reviews, man. So we play the Song of Double Time, which advances to night of the current day or dawn of the next day, depending on what time it is, for 2 reasons. Firstly, we need it to be night while we're in Pirate's Fortress, and I also bottle dupe inside of the Curiosity Shop, which is only open at 10. Which opens at 10 p.m. So I needed to do that. Nailing super slides right now, man. This is the Woods of Mystery, where we just need to get a bottle with red potion. So we come in here to talk to, I want to say it's Kome is the one in the woods, and then we go see Kotek and she gives us a bottle. I might have it backwards. It's the 2 witches that make up Twinmold from Ocarina of Time. Luckily, this Woods of Mystery always have a set pattern. It varies from day to day, like first day, second day, third day, they change. But regardless of which, it's always the same. Day 1's always the same. Day 2 is always the same. Day 3 is always the same. We actually get donations. Feel free to read them.
I have 2 donations if you'd like me to read them. The first one is by I Get Points. He donated 2 cents. Here is my 2 cents.
It's a great comment.
And then we also have a $20 donation. Oh, now you show this. I was hoping for a Majora Mass run. At the very moment I was going to sleep, you started up Majora's Mass. You ruined it. I guess I will see all of it. Good luck with the run, do your best, and I hope to see all the good stuff. I send this money towards #whatever. The comment, the current incentive bid. Greetings from the biggest SGDQ 2014 junkie from Sweden. This is their 10th donation, they believe. Kind regards, and P.S. My stuff never gets read. Will that change during the bonus stream? We'll see. Yes, it did get read. Thank you.
Got it. Okay, so that is the first half of Big Octo Skip, and we'll see if I get the second half first try right now. Got it. Okay. The Octos on either side don't want to let you pass until you kill them, or if you keep Woodfall, then they die automatically. But by damage boosting with a bomb... That was close. By damage boosting with a bomb, you can send yourself onto the rock at the top, which counts as solid ground. If you put on the Deku Mask, then you get grabbed by the Octo regardless. That's never happened before.
You're looking at us. We don't know what's happening.
I don't know what happened either. You get damage boosted. I don't know, dude. You get damage boosted to the top of the rock, and as soon as you're up there for like maybe half a second, maybe less, you get grabbed by the big Octo and he shoots you out. If you put on the Deku Mask, then you can really easily void out in the water because you can only hop 5 times. After voiding out, you respawn on your last solid ground, which the game counts as the top of that rock. You can then spin past it, get grabbed by the one behind it, and shot out this time, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Immediately following Ocarina of Time. The beginning of this game, you probably, it's in Japanese, so I'm guessing you could read it. At the beginning of this game, you're in the Lost Woods searching for Navi, your fairy, from Ocarina of Time. And I'm gonna save a bomb here just for safety's sake and just talk to these guys. You can recoil flip past them and it saves like a second, but I would rather save a bomb. You're looking for your fairy and Skull Kid just has other plans. I'm not keeping you guys today.
Apparently this takes place after Ocarina of Time in one of the 3 timelines. The timeline where the hero was successful.
Okay.
Dark World.
Alright, this is a kind of precise hover. Okay, that should work. So, okay, normally you're supposed to get like magic beans from the same guy from OT, and you're supposed to go through a bunch of different rooms where you use Deku Link to fly around, and you eventually come in here because the Deku Princess is missing, and it was obviously this monkey that did it. But with a somewhat precise hover, you can get in here much faster. And I'm actually going to be ahead of my PB at what would be a split right here. Yeah, I'm actually...
Don't look at the time, Viva. You're just gonna choke.
I'm 18 seconds ahead of her. What'd you say?
So don't look at the time. You're gonna get too much pressured. And then you're gonna mess up.
Coming up is the first instance of wrong soaring. Just a quick thing, you highlight a point on your map, play the song of Soaring with only the hidden owl hit, and it defaults to a different point on your map when you actually play the song of Soaring. And I just mash A because if you actually move the control stick like to try and select somewhere else, your game crashes. And that would be unfortunate. You guys agree? Games not crashing is overrated? What? I like my games not crash. Oh, that's still pretty early. So by highlighting that point, and then failing to play the song Soaring, it'll come up, and I'm not even going to touch the analog stick. It defaults to Mountain Village. It's in a great day.
Talking about the chat. Guys, what's up?
I'm just making sure I didn't like cut you guys off or anything. So the only reason you even come here right now is to get another point on your map. So you come here, and we actually need to go to Garan Village. We're currently in Mountain Village. So we come here and we work our way through here to Garan Village to add 2 new points to our map, which by highlighting over allow us to get to Woodfall Temple and whatever. I tried another super slide there, which saves about 3 or 4 seconds, I believe, and it just looks good.
What's your PB?
What?
What's your PB?
My PB is 136.48. I actually got it at SGDQ 2 or 3 days ago. I actually got it in the practice room. It was kind of cool. And my phone's blowing up. Should probably turn off notifications. At least I turned off email notifications. A lot of them are, but a bunch of them work in different ways. The biggest thing is that bomb and explosive physics are different, so hovering and stuff is different from OT to MM. But there's other differences. I need to actually pay attention to this.
Doing a great job, Viva. We got like 8 donations here for you.
What?
You got like 8 donations here in your bonus stream. You're doing awesome. So I got one from Tess for $25. I got good speedrun times on my sleep schedule this week since this marathon snuck up on me. Good to see classic speedruns are in this bonus stream. Shout out to the guy in the hat in the back.
I can't answer my phone right now.
Turn off your phone. Turn it back on.
Hold on my phone.
If you bring the phone up here, people can donate for what I text to people.
I can't hear you. Alright.
It's really difficult for you.
Alright.
Leave your phone is on.
Alright. If to my family who's watching, I'm sorry, I'll check my phone after, because I'm just gonna try and pay attention because I want a good run. So, that was another instance of wrong soaring, but without manipulating the map. We actually want to go to Great Bay, because next thing we do... Didn't get it. Big joke in speedrunning in MM is if you do it right and mash really quick, when you push this Zora onto shore, you can actually slash him with your sword. And I believe Anop actually used to have a split called Slash His Ass, but I missed it, unfortunately. It wastes 17 minutes. Oh. Please. Okay, so the glitch in the Curiosity Shop, the weird little boxy shop that I went into for a minute, is called Bottle Dupe. After you agree to sell something to the guy in the shop, you have 1 frame to pause, or if you hold R for whatever reason, you get a 2nd frame to pause on, and you can do whatever after those pauses. So I try to sell him the red potion, pause, and move the red potion over Deku sticks, and then Deku nuts, and then bomb chews, because I currently have no chews and I don't need them for a while. And all 3 get converted to bottles, plus I still have the original with the red potion in it. So thanks to that, I have 4 bottles instead of 1. So instead of 4 trips to Pirate's Fortress, I only need to make 1, and Bottle Loop saves a lot of time. So I have a cutscene, so I'll go over the new, I'll go over the different route. There's grottos all around Termina, and they're all on the same map, kind of like how fairy fountains are. So after going into one, you can actually hover way up and out of bounds and hit the loading zones for the exit of another grotto. And you can actually, from one right by the door, from one of the clock towns, I don't remember which side, you can get to the one inside Deku Palace, but it takes a lot of chews, and the hover for the Realm Warp isn't too precise, but the hover to get Sonata is fairly precise. So it's really not marathon friendly, at least not for my skill level, so that's why I didn't do it. So where are we on that 500, by the way?
Check. We are about 100 anyway.
Heading out. I'll miss you. A friend of mine is heading home. This super slide saves like 6 seconds or something. This ESS saves more. Basically, you don't have to walk. I don't even know that's a super slide. Equipping Deku and then Zora skips the cutscene of Link screaming when he puts on a mask. If you go from a mask you've already put on to a mask you haven't, but you go straight from it, it skips the cutscene, which is nice because we're fast. And I actually have a lot of bombs here, which is really nice because this run is still pretty dependent on explosives. So, actually, another new thing that's been found in MM since ZFG's run at SGDQ, which I will be using in this run, is called Ocarina items, which many people know from Ocarina of Time, but it didn't work the same way in this game, but there's now a way to do it without explaining my action. Okay, so you just have to hover right here. You're supposed to be Zora and do a bunch of underwater rooms, or just use a couple bombs you can hover in here. But Ocarina items was known in MM, but there was no realistic way to do it until I believe it was Skater, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah. Found it really easy to do.
About how long we have for this?
500. Not long, less than 10 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
We are about $150 away.
Alright, if you guys didn't hear him, we're $150 away from meeting the 500 for the beautiful swag kill, or for the beautiful swag strats. So if you guys would like to, feel free to donate to that, and I promise you it looks amazing.
It doesn't need to be put towards anything.
It doesn't need to be
money
put towards
donated.
anything, it just needs to be donated at all.
I'm just watching like the full donation total for the marathon. Just watching it go up.
So if we get another 150 in, it's going to be about the next, it's going to be probably less than 10 minutes. If we get another 150 in, then we'll have a very beautiful, beautiful boss strat on Gyorg. It'll end up costing about a minute, but it looks great, so swag over speed. So these eggs, we need to get the new egg Bossa Nova, which lets us do things. So for whatever reason, the pirates like them, so they have 4 of them, so I have to take them away, because I'm a thief. And this is the one. I'm actually still ahead of my PB. Still ahead of my PB by about 5, or about a second or so. So this is actually a strat that my friend Bill taught me, which is slightly slower than the normal method, but it looks cool. Like, that just looks so beautiful to me. Normally you just backflip off and grab it, or you can do that, which I enjoy. In Japanese, it's actually possible to catch the fish. On English, it's not. I bonked. So the next, closer?
Yeah.
One sec. Thank you. Whatever. I'm just trying to lift the mic. This is called Awkward Jump. It's Majora's Mask has, for whatever reason, fully controllable midair physics for Link. So by jumping off at a somewhat precise angle like that, you can curve your jump so you actually land on that ledge. And it skips a few rooms, which is nice because speed. Alright, so this tank's actually kind of annoying because it's really easy to catch a fish. Hey, I didn't catch a fish. All about swag. This little tiny skip is actually really fun to me, I don't know why. Like, the beginner strat is to just hookshot that guard. Also, I'm going to waste a few more seconds here because it looks cool. Just minor things. I'm trying to make this more entertaining than anything. I don't know, I mean, it's bonus stream. You just kind of stop dead in place when a cutscene starts right there. So I hookshot the torch because it's funny.
$35 away.
35?
35.
Alright, if you guys don't hear them, we are $35 away from meeting... I missed the hookshot. We are $35 away from meeting the beautiful, swagtastic Gyorg strat, so feel free to meet that. And coming up here is Ocarina items.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it? Thank you guys. Dude, that's another like 1,000 for this run. That's awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Really easy to build light.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Those are you, right there.
All right. So as soon after no, I went to the right place. I'm dumb. I got confused. Thought I went to the wrong place. Thought it was a bar brawl.
Activated the owl statues. How are you even gonna work on it?
You gonna question me? So, because of basically because of awkward jump, I'm gonna have to wait a second and watch a cutscene, but it's not really a big deal. It's like 5 seconds. And again, intentionally a couple slower strats because they look cool. So the strat that I'm gonna use now that it's actually met, doesn't have to be mysterious at all anymore, is with ISG, which is infinite sword glitch, which lets you hover and your sword or whatever weapon you're holding is always dealing damage every single frame. With infinite sword glitch, you can hover any height over water or a little bit above ground, you'll stick. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to hover over Gyorg when he has 1 hit point left, and I'm going to kill him in the most beautiful, cool-looking way I have ever seen. Actually, I might just make this by like a frame. Come on, come on! Yes!
Nice.
I had like, I swear, I had a frame for that. So, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna get infinite sword glitch towards the end of the Gyorg fight, and I'm gonna hover over him and pull out a Deku stick, which doesn't cancel ISG and brings out a weapon while I'm still hovering. So, because bomb hovering or chew hovering actually cancels that, or doesn't cancel ISG but puts away your sword, then I'm gonna actually use a fairy in a bottle to dive into Gyorg, and I'm gonna kill him with ISG. You're supposed to swim into him as Zora with this magic attack like that and kill him, or I'll take a small time loss for it to look amazing. So this is getting the last 3 eggs, which we need to get the New Wave Bossa Nova, which grants us access into Great Bay Temple. There used to be a different way of doing this, which you'd go to the one I went to first, and get that egg. Then you'd go actually all the way down to the bottom and get an egg down there. Then you'd swim up and get this egg last. Then you'd do what's known as... Excuse me. Then you do what's known as Marco Clip, which I was never able to learn. I just couldn't figure it out. You do Marco Clip, which would let you swim through a wall and void out. And by voiding out, you would respawn outside of Pinnacle, which is where we are right now, and it would save like 7 seconds, I want to say, Marco Clip saved over swimming up and out. Versus Ocarina items down here, which lets you warp immediately, saves like, I believe 15 over Marco Clip. So for me, because I never did Marco Clip, it ends up saving a little over 20 seconds. So Ocarina items in this game, I believe it was discovered by Skater, but I'm not positive. To put it basically, with a bottle in your hand, just like Ocarina of Time, if you lock yourself in ESS position, so Link is always shuffling but never actually moving, then you will, and then hit the bottle that's in your hand, and then B to slash your sword or your Zorfins or whatever. As soon as the slash is done, you'll immediately pull out an ocarina, or in this case, a guitar. And it's a fully functional ocarina, and we can play it wherever, including underwater, like I did in Pinnacle and Pirate's Fortress. And it's overall, it saves like 30 seconds or so. Let's just talking to me. I don't know. I mean, more donations are cool. Donors are awesome.
Actually, do we have any good donations on this right now?
Do you have time for donations? I have some.
If you want to, you can. This is kind of boring for the next minute or so. This is just a
Sure.
small cutscene skip.
I got a $150 donation from Daniel15. Thank you for a very entertaining and valuable week. You're all awesome. Creators, runners, and viewers alike. I also have a $20 donation from Netro Dude. Watched as much as I can of SGDQ this week and loved every minute of it. Good luck, Viva. And I have a $15 donation that says, I need more super sliding in my life. Put this money towards full swag tactics.
Okay, good. So after putting all the eggs in the tank, you drop down and the professor's like, oh my god, they're hatching. And you pull out your ocarina, or guitar rather, and it would teach you the new wave bossa nova. Or you have 2 frames after you pull out the ocarina to pause and skips the cutscene entirely. And I can warp here, and now I have new wave bossa nova without watching roughly a minute-long cutscene. So I need bombs. Or choose. 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 Can somebody slap him? Alright, so normally, if this were like a little bit more serious run, I would immediately go back to Great Bay via Song of Soaring. But, basically. So I'm going to try and make this a little bit more fun. I'm going to go get a Deku Stick, which I will use to kill Gyorg, and it will look cool. Because that's all that matters, right? Is looking good in a speedrun? Okay. I've seen this strat. The way I actually learned this strat was watching SVA do 100% runs of this game. Okay, now I'm going back to Great Bay to, or now I'm going back to, yeah, Great Bay. I'm gonna go back to Great Bay to actually go to the Great Bay Temple and beat Gyorg. And you, right there, you guy, that guy who donated, you're awesome.
Wait, Drake Bell?
What?
You were saying Drake Bell? Drake Bell?
Am I Drake Bell?
Who's Drake Bell? On the couch.
What?
Chad is saying that Drake Bell is on the couch, apparently. You know that from like Drake and Josh.
I like how the only reason Drake Bell is known nowadays is because of Drake and Josh. No? Well, if he's also like a musician and actor. What? Ah, nah, I missed it. Whatever. Alright, there's a skip here that saves 50 seconds if I get it, but it's 1 frame to pause on. So, yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Alright, that's known as Kevin Turtle cutscene skip. Entering Great Bay Temple, you literally ride on the back of a giant turtle with trees on his back and you hookshot to it. After playing New Wave Bossa Nova right there, the turtle actually comes out, and it's a really long cutscene. It's about a minute long. Or, thanks to being able to... thanks to my inability to aim the hookshot, thanks to that, you're actually able to... excuse me. You're actually able to pause. You have 1 frame to pause on, so it's a 20th of a second for N64 Zeldas. You have a 20th of a second to pause, and then you pause buffer into the loading zone. If you fail one buffer, as in you advance 2 frames instead of 1, it's over, the cutscene starts. It's the same thing as the Happy Mask Salesman. But this one is 1 frame to pause on instead of when I get near the trigger, start pausing. So that saves about 50 seconds, yeah. 54. It's actually a pretty decent time entering Great Bay. Damn. Makes sense to me. Okay, so I'm guessing a lot of people remember Great Bay Temple playing this as a kid, and like it was always the water temple. The water temples are always really tedious. Well, not so much for me. This is the only room other than the boss room. Ah, whatever. Shoutouts to the camera. Ah. Why did I take off the mask already? Alright, whatever. That's really not a big deal. It's kind of silly. That's basically it. Alright, this should work actually. So I clip out of bounds here and align myself like this, and that should work. Good. We're in Gyorg's room. For whatever reason, the boss loading zones are always active. So using a bomb to push you, when you drop down from that ledge, you halfway out of bounds, but because the game doesn't want you to go out of bounds, it normally pushes you back in. Similarly to Wind Waker, actually, you drop a bomb first, which pushes you the other way, so you go all the way through the wall, and you can line up and do a recoil flip, so backflip and your shield blocks damage, and you end up at Gyorg really fast. So, Great Bay Temple has been reduced to 2 rooms. And, yeah, I have to do this. Yes. Alright, yeah. We are going to do a beautiful, swagtastic kill on Gyorg. Nice. So the first phase, nothing special. Alright, that was good. You have to hit him 3 times, then twice, and he's dead. Zora is the fastest way to kill him. This is actually a little slower, but it's gonna look fantastic, which is what I'm going for right now. So, you stun him with the hookshot, then just swim into him with Zora magic, and he gets hurt. So after this hit, I actually need to get back on the platform. Alright, good. It's not quite ideal, but whatever. I'd like to know where Gyorg is. Alright, that's fine. Do I still have ISG? No, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna use a Chew and a Fairy right here. So I dive with ISG into Gyorg, holding a Deku stick. Boom. Oh wow. That's actually... It wastes time, but that's actually one of my favorite neat little strats. It just looks cool. So thank you to the generous donors who made that happen. Just because of how ISG works, you're... It's okay. Actually, considering I wasted like a minute and a half just to look cool, that's actually really good. So the way that one works is you hover over Gyorg with ISG and pull out a Deku stick. So you still have ISG, but you have a weapon out. Then then use a Fairy, which dives you down into the water, but doesn't deactivate ISG. So by diving down into the water, it takes 2 frames before ISG becomes deactivated by the water. The first frame, it deals damage because it deals damage every single frame, which is enough to kill Gyorg. And it's just the coolest looking way I've ever seen to do it. And I'm mashing text that isn't there, so, you know, as you do. Nice. So this is the Oath to Order. There's 4 giants which stop the moon from falling, and this is the song that calls them all together. This is the only one of... there's 4 dungeons, and each one there's a giant's cutscene where the giants talk to you and be like, hey, we need to stop Skull Kid and save the others. But this is one we have to see. The other three we actually skip entirely. So now that we're done with Great Bay, we're gonna go do Woodfall, which I'd say Woodfall's about 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, depending on how well I do it. I gotta get more bombs though because of the Gyorg antics. So Phil, if you were watching that kill was for you. Why am I still mashing text? Like, I was mashing text when there wasn't text. Mashing makes the cutscene faster? Oh, thank you, I didn't know that.
This is banned Zelda's fast.
Man, I wish someone else would have, or someone would have told me this before. And I'm just getting this ferry again just for safety's sake. So I just got a couple extra bombs because I wasted a chew, which I actually used all 20 chews in Woodfall, but I mean, you gotta look good. So now we actually go to Woodfall, and it's really, really fast. It's probably my favorite dungeon in the run, actually. Which is like really short and awesome. So this is the Sonata of Awakening, which we learned earlier in the run in Deku Palace, which raises up the Woodfall Temple and lets us get into it, basically. It's a neat little song, but it's actually really awkward to play on a GameCube controller because you don't have C up. You have C up on the C stick and then Y, X, and Z. It's kind of strange, but maybe that's just me. Woodfall is the first of 2 dungeons with crazy BK skips. This one, we go in, get the bow, and immediately hover to the boss. So we are going to do that. You're supposed to be, you're supposed to stay Deku and like use the leaves and stuff to get across. Or because I have hookshot early because I'm playing on Japanese, I can just hookshot that torch. What? What just happened? That was weird.
Your game's not interesting.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
What is this?
the throws are real.
Whoa, I don't want to be in that water.
Let's go over.
Probably not.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure what happened either of those times, but it wasn't supposed to happen. Because this is kind of a stupid, precise hookshot to get back up. I'm just gonna go walk around to the other side now.
Alright, well, while you get up there, I'm going to read some more donations. So I got a $20 donation from Zephyr. This says, thank you guys and girls. And I have a $25 donation from Anonymous. Bonus stream swag strats? Absolutely. Here's to an excellent marathon. And then I also have $20 from Cadmo. I've been watching the stream since Monday, but this is my first donation. Viva is great, and even faster than ZFG and Cosmo in Majora's Mask. It's a shame that this run could only come in the bonus stream. Thanks for hours of fun. Greetings from Spain.
That's a really hard boss fight, by the way. Yeah, it's like the hardest fight in the game, actually. It's crazy. So this is the bow, which took a lot longer than it should have, because I might have hook-shotted the torch in the wrong place, but usually you can just roll right off and easy peasy jump slash on the ledge for damage torch and go. That was weird. bombs. Yeah. Now we're gonna do what's called Song of Time storage. We are going to clip out of bounds, and for whatever reason, by doing that with the Zora, you can actually clip out of bounds really easily and get confused by your angle getting messed up. Get ISG. Get ISG, hover, and hold the direction and mash Ocarina. And you eventually Ocarina dive, which means you fall while playing the Ocarina. And by Ocarina diving and playing the Song of Time, basically as soon as the... I didn't want to take off the Zora mask yet. As soon as the Song of Time is registered to have played, but the text doesn't come up, you get Song of Time storage, meaning next text box I bring up will actually bring up the Song of Time text.
I have a question.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate that. 3, 4, 7, 11. Got it.
Nice.
Anyway, as you were saying?
Yeah, I was asking about the storage.
Yeah.
Was that found before or after? Does that sound like a similar concept?
It's a similar concept, but it works in completely different ways. This stores a text box.
Alright.
Not the crazy crap that happens in Wind Waker.
How do you feel about menu?
Perfect fight. What?
How do you feel about menuing?
I enjoy menuing. Okay, so what I did was I just killed Odala with power crouch stabbing in the Japanese version and in all OOT versions. Your crouch stabs do the same amount of damage as your previous attack with your sword or a Deku stick. So I jump slashed with my sword, which kills Odala in 10 hits from crouch stabs. What I did after that, after the 9th hit, was I paused, equipped the items I need for the next cycle, and went and examined the Zora mask, I believe it was, but you can examine anything and it brings up a text box. When that text box closes, the Song of Time text actually shows up. If you bring up the Song of Time text before you kill the boss and then you kill the boss, you can save after the boss is dead, which you normally wouldn't be able to, and it still takes full effect. So by hitting yes to save as soon as Link starts to hold up the remains, I save, reset my console, and skip the Giant's cutscene entirely. It saves like 2 minutes, or that one's like a minute and a half maybe. So now we're gonna go do a really fun trick. It's called Lullaby Skip. I lied, this trick's really not a really fun trick. So, in casual play, you're supposed to get the Goron mask, which we never get, and you go to Mountain Village, and you get the Goron Lullaby, which lets you get into Snowhead Temple, because there's a giant Goron who keeps blowing? I don't know, he keeps blowing and he knocks you off. Or it's possible with an RNG-based Super Slide, or the Super Slide itself's not RNG, but if you actually make it is RNG. You have to get a Super Slide, which just depends on RNG, to skip the lullaby entirely. It's called Lullaby Skip, and I have very little control over it, which is very, very irritating. I cannot count the number of runs by everybody who runs this game that have been lost to Lullaby Skip. Although, no. But this trick is actually called Fairy Fountain Wrong Warp. All fairy fountains are on the same map, and all loading zones for them are loaded at the same time, or are always loaded, rather. So by jumping up here, I can hover out of bounds and get to it. I'm now on the other map. Perfect fairy fountain, wrong warp, and please, serious time, because this trip sucks. Yes! Don't clap or anything, please. It's not over. Yes. Okay, so the wind blows for a set amount of time, but it stops blowing for a random amount of time. And we need it to stop blowing for a long time to get that super slide all the way past the wall, otherwise we just get pushed back up. And that's slow and annoying, and I have zero control over it, so it's not really my favorite thing of the run that we got past it. And thank you guys for being so cooperative with serious time. I'm just getting an extra bomb drop to be safe, because I don't even know what might happen anymore. I've already had two, that's never happened before moments this run. We gotta from Zelly Zell. We gotta put Zelly in here, dude.
$10. Viva, your MM skills make me feel like a brand new woman ready to take on the world. Hey guys, me all over my room.
Thanks, Zelly. Love you, bro. Alright, so this is the first weird shot of the run. By rolling and using your hookshot or bow, you can detach Link's hitbox and do weird things. Like this. Link's arm's through the wall, by the way. It entirely skips a couple of rooms. It's really nice. Okay. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to roll forward and then roll to the right, but that didn't happen for whatever reason. I forgot to take out my decking stick. You just bomb boost across those because I don't have Ground Mask. You're supposed to roll and jump over the gap, but I can't really do that. This fight, I went too early. This fight's actually really kind of cool. There's two phases, and the first phase is random, the second phase is also random, but it always starts with a cutscene starting from this post, or from that hole. And for whatever reason, he always, he's vulnerable when he's about to start the cutscene. So by getting ISG and walking into him, you can hit him before he starts the cutscene and delay it till you do enough damage that he's dead. Oh, also, I got the fire arrows. So the second half of Snowhead's actually really fun too. Whoa, what are you doing, Link? I can't see. Okay. You just have to hover up there because, again, I don't have ground mask and it skips a bunch of rooms. But it's not all that hard to mess up the hover, so I'm always kind of careful with it. So thanks to damage ISG, by crouch stabbing twice with the right angle and then going into C up, I get ISG right there really easily, and it saves the bomb. Then I clip out of bounds using a chew, and thanks to that, I got Ocarina storage. I got Song of Time storage. I'm not sure about this distance, so I'm going to do an extra hover to be safe. Alright, yeah, okay, well, I was good, but I'd rather be safe than lose like 15 bombs. So this is another BK skip. Ah, which I messed up. That looks better. There we go. By walking into that corner, targeting the wall, and turning left, you actually get a perfect angle to recoil flip through the wall and go straight into the loading zone, which is neat. So we thaw out Gyorg, and he has 15 hits, and if I do this right, there's a really cool looking strat that kills him really, really fast. Which I hopefully won't mess up, but we'll see what happens. Thank you. I'm actually really enjoying this run so far, it's been a lot of fun. Perfect. So, Goat takes 15 hits to kill with the bow, and if you stand in the right spot and side up a few times, and shoot the arrows at the right speed, you kill him really fast, and this spawns right here.
Like a perfect boss.
Yeah, I haven't messed up any of the bosses.
Down in like 20 seconds.
MM has some really fun fights. They're a really cool run.
Me.
Fun. Speed games. We like to kill
All the speed games, dude.
Have you ever seen it?
Alright, so next is the fourth and final dungeon, because I bonked. Up next is the final dungeon, Stone Tower, which is probably the most difficult, but also one of the most fun. Also, every time I backflip up here, it's another gainer. Zora gainers, I don't know why they look cool to me. You good, dog? You're good.
Thanks for ruining everything.
And let's just stick with Majora's Mask. Oh, and there's actually another little trick. Every time I go to the bomb shop, I only have enough money to buy 10 bombs and 10 shoes, but I get 10 bombs and 20 shoes because of the way this game's money counter works. When you buy something, instead of dropping instantly, it counts down. So by just mashing A, I can actually tell it to buy more chews before my rupee count actually drops below 40. So I get 20 chews for the price of 10. BOGO, 2 full and special. Has a bunch of different names.
No.
No. And I'm actually going to be doing time stop again here in a sec. Alright. That's not supposed to happen. You can use the fairy in a bottle by shielding and then pressing the button for the fairy, or whatever's in a bottle. You can stop time wherever you want. I messed up. So I accidentally used the fairy. It's really not a big deal. It's like 30, 40 seconds maybe. I just have to warp back to the exact same place and get another fairy, which I'm actually okay with because it means I get more bombs too. I'm better at it with the fairy on X. I should have changed it, but whatever. There we go. So again, the camera gets all messed up and time literally stops. Link, I wanted you to go to the right. What are you doing with your life? So now we're in Stone Tower, completely skipping the elegy of emptiness. And normally, or not normally, in the old route, which ZFG did at AGDQ 2014, you had to spend a couple minutes climbing up Stone Tower, and it was really slow, really difficult, and pretty precise. Or I can just do that. So this is just a neat little clip here. Whoa, what? Ah, targeting that thing screwed me up. There we go. Getting into the corner and putting a bomb in a pretty precise spot lets you clip through that rock, or clip through that stone without issue, and then bonk into that. What? Where are you going, Link? Not quite what I was going for, but whatever. So Stone Tower, I don't know. Woodfall is probably my favorites. Stone Tower and Snowhead are probably tied for second. Great Bay is kind of boring because it's 2 rooms. So we're gonna do another weird shot right here. Like that. Dude. What? What? What just happened? What?
This is actually kind of terrifying right now. Like,
That's never happened before.
That's never happened 4%.
I don't even know why I'm bothering to line this up precisely, but this is yet another weird shot. That didn't work. That didn't work either. Come on. There we go. Weird shots, you have 2 frames that you get a weird shot that's anything resembling useful. The weird shot I want is 1 frame, and just for the sake of a little bit more consistency, I buffer them. So this is Garrow Master, This is Garrow Master, the mini-boss of Stone Tower. We just shoot him with fire arrows. And this dude refuses to die by my terms, so he actually blows himself up. Maybe that's what was going on next door.
Yeah. Bunch of Gyros blowing themselves up.
That's really violent. Why would they hit?
Good Gyro does not die by another man's hand.
Why would they do that in a hotel, though?
And a Gyro does not leave body behind.
Well, true. Like, these are all true statements, I can't disagree. So, now I have light arrows, which are nice.
Gyro's got some pretty messed up things. Or I guess really
Excuse me. I could see this being pretty honorable. So, somewhere around 11 minutes. Okay, I'm not even sure. Bottom line, I'm just gonna go invert Stone Tower, and I'm not gonna pay attention to the timer. Okay, so here's another weird shot. That was the frame that drops me straight down to the ground, into the ground. The other one pops you forward and to the right, but that's not much use for this. So by doing that, I can shoot through a block which isn't fully loaded, the underside of it at least, and I can invert Stone Tower without the LG of emptiness, which is always nice. By slashing and holding right on the joystick, you can actually Ocarina dive off any ledge. And right there was, again, Song of Time storage. So now we're in inverted Stone Tower, and it's the same thing, except upside down. It does have some pretty great music. This dungeon actually throws me off a lot, because one of the things I like to do on my streams is like a donation incentive, and just occasionally for the heck of it, is I like to actually do speedruns with the camera of the game I'm playing upside down. And it's really, really hard, because Stone Tower inverted looks like normal Stone Tower. Cute a nice little side of myself right there. So I need fire arrows and shoes. So I'm gonna go for the fastest VK skip there is. I do not like this angle. This angle makes me really nervous. Okay, I'm out of bounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Twinmold.
Nice.
I didn't lock my camera immediately when I went in that room. I actually walked forward a little bit, which was a very poor decision, because I didn't actually have the straight angle you're supposed to start with. So that was actually really, really risky, but it worked out, so. Shoutouts to my Y button for, my Y button for not immediately taking out the bow like I told it to. Sad face, no space. Okay, so each half of Twinmold has 10 health, and their opposite element arrows deal 3 damage to them. So fire arrows deal 3 damage to blue, nice, and ice arrows deal 3 damage to red. But I don't have ice arrows because that's slow, because I'd have to go somewhere other than the boss room in Great Bay. So I'm just going to snipe him with light arrows, because light arrows deal 2 to both of them. Oh, I missed. Ah, whatever. Alright. The reason I hit 3 fire arrows on blue and then started shooting for red is that red actually speeds up and gets harder to kill if you kill blue right away. So right now red has 6 health left, I believe. Ah, dang, I missed both of those. Whatever, it's not really big. It's not a big deal. Twinmold. Why you gotta be like that? This is what Twinmold likes to do. I don't even know which one is which right now. They like to get intertwined in each other and make my life difficult. Oh, hey. And then they like to hit me in the face. Blah, I can't shoot right now, dude. What? How'd that miss? Alright, whatever. I didn't want to shoot two there, but okay. The reason we only damage blue and then kill red is that red actually speeds up and gets more aggressive if you kill blue right away. So it makes it a little easier to snipe him. Even though my Twinmold snipes could definitely use some work. You should only have 1 or 2 health left, so I'm just going to be careful with these shots. Nice. Okay, whatever. I have 2 rupees. I think he has 1 hit left now. If I get hit by Twinmold again, it's not an issue. I have a fairy and a real bottle, so I'll get healed automatically. Dude, Brad, how much health do you have, bro? Okay. Alright, so this is like kind of idiotically precise now. I can't miss blue or I have to get more arrows. This has been a pretty sloppy Twinmold, but it's whatever. So I'm just gonna play it extremely safe and wait until he's like going into the ground right by me. Got him. So that was a really bad Twinmold, but I mean, I honestly should have practiced Twinmold a lot more, but the biggest thing is if I don't run out of arrows, then I'm pretty much content. So, same thing as before. Thanks to Song of Time storage, I now have all 4 remains, which means as soon as I can get into the clock tower, I can go fight Majora.
Not bad.
Considering the fact that I wasted like 2 minutes doing good strats that just looked cool, and just like a few outright just really silly mistakes, that's actually still not bad. So we have to go outside of Clocktown because we need a Deku Stick, which deals a lot of damage to Majora. Deku Stick deals twice the damage that the Kokiri Sword does. So we need a Deku Stick, and we also need bombs, and the fastest way is to pray for RNG. We get bombs from a bush, from bushes, like the one I'm about to walk to, and it's completely RNG whether or not we actually get any. Oh, I got bombs, awesome. Okay. The bomb gods like to mess with people. So, that's defense. Alright, so I'm guessing chat's gonna love this. And anybody who remembers this from ZFG's run, this is called Franker Z Hover. Of course it is.
Why would you call it anything else?
Well, I mean, I use a dog, so...
Playing Ralph with the Gal stuff.
He's not. Also, holy mother of flag. I could probably make it, but I'm gonna use an extra bomb to save. Yeah, I can't beat it. Okay. So it's about 9 minutes from right now. So this should be like a 144, assuming all goes well. Which, I mean, it's not great, but for a marathon run, and considering I haven't been able to practice as much as I wish I could, I'm pretty okay with. And I get to blow people's minds with the Gyorg stuff after. So this is actually another cutscene, so if you actually have any donations, now's a great time.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got a $10 anonymous donation. So happy for the bonus stream. Had to work today and thought I'd missed it all. Bonus. It's a Zelda run. Always excited for the next GDQ event. Or already excited, rather. $20 donation. Keep on doing the great work. Best greetings from Norway. And then I also have a $5 donation. I've waited 7 days on a Majora's Mask run, and finally it's here. Hashtag saving the best for last. I have a $10 donation. Awesome to see Majora's Mask being run in this marathon. Good luck with the run.
Thank you. I like to use this cutscene to check my Twitter.
Yeah. Want to tweet out his selfies now, definitely.
Yeah, if anyone wants to take a selfie,
Oh, we've been
check
doing
Twitter,
that the
go
whole time
for
for
it.
the past half hour.
Oh no, I can see the reflection. I'm just saying now's an even better time. You want me to want to be in a selfie of me while I'm doing a run?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, dog? I'll use your phone.
Yeah, alright.
Tag me in it on Twitter.
My phone is fucking terrible, so I have to like take awkward ass fucking selfies like this.
This
Let's get the
Snapchat,
microphone there.
one of a kind.
Yes, I actually got it. My face looks terrible.
Beautiful. Dude,
That's amazing.
dude, tag me in the tweet, okay?
Like,
It's the same as my Twitch.
what is it?
At Viva Gaming 360.
Vivo Gaming.
Viva La Gaming. Tears. It's that. Well,
you need my multi-pack.
well, I signed up as a multi-day because I knew I was going to be here for a while.
I'm also
And then, I signed up to volunteer, and for whatever reason, Skype just wouldn't let Uyama actually contact me. So I just showed up, and because they never heard, because we were never able to talk about volunteering, I just got a normal badge, and then I started volunteering, so they gave me a volunteer badge.
Yeah.
That's what happened with apparently Mike at
Yeah, same here. This will be sub 150 though, for sure. So, overall, so far this run, a lot of the trick execution has been pretty solid, but I wasted like a minute and a half on the Gyorg kill. I failed the BK skip once. Twinmold was pretty bad, but there's been a bunch of minor mistakes here and there, and I'm really not sure what caused the one in Woodfall, but aside from a few silly things, this run's not too bad, in my opinion. So now we just mash text, and then we go to the moon. Also, this boss fight actually gave me nightmares when I was little. It's a creepy fight for an 8-year-old. First time I played I beat this game, I was like 8. The Majora fight legit gave me nightmares. I mean, it was just so cool. It was such a good game. It's a beautiful picture.
Did you go for it?
It is a wonderful picture, I mean. Yeah, all right. Well, I had the controller like this.
Were you like mashing yours at?
No, it was a dead cutscene. Like, I didn't have any text to match.
Or you get fast match makes cutscene go fast.
Please. This cutscene's, like, ridiculously long. It's kind of silly. I should've just, like, brought my phone back out, played a game on it or something. So, we just have to go talk to Skull Kid, and then we fight Majora. We need light arrows and Deku sticks because Deku stick deals twice the damage of the Kokiri sword, as I believe I mentioned already. But if I didn't, then I didn't really want to backflip, but whatever. And light arrows are really effective for the first phase of Majora. The phases are Mask, Incarnation, and Wrath. Wrath and Mask are really easy, but Incarnation has some RNG in it. Because as far as I know, the way he moves is RNG, and you have to snipe him with an arrow, and it's pretty hard. Or, well, you just target him until he moves in a straight line, but I don't really have a consistent way to do it aside from trying to snipe him, which I'm not good at, so I'm probably just going to just kind of spray and pray. So this is Majora's Mask. What? Please. What? No, I didn't want that to happen.
Takes a really good time to tell you that.
Ah, crap. Now I gotta hit this guy again. Somehow my light arrow missed him, which is not good. There we go. Luckily I always have extra arrows anyway. Now the boss remains come out and play. Alright, that's Mask dead. Next is Incarnation, which is, as to the best of my knowledge, pretty much random. But it's not hard. It's actually really easy and really fun fight, but it's kind of silly. Definitely Twinmold. There's no real... Pretty much the only way to be consistent to Twinmold is if you're amazing at sniping with arrows. What?
Go.
If all goes well, time's going to be coming up in about 40 seconds, maybe. So, be ready on time, please. No 143, not quite. This is Incarnation. Time. 144 flat? Yeah. 1 second off of 143, dude. Are you kidding me? Come on, dude.
That's beautiful.
For a marathon run, I'm okay with. I'm pretty okay with that.
So a full second off.
Darn you, Jeff. This is all your fault. Alright, so... thanks to the generosity of our donors, I need to go back to Great Bay and show off a glitch, which is really entertaining, and I will end the game, and I will end my run by soft locking my game. So, sorry, credits.
For a second, I thought Scarf.
What?
Best ROM hack ever.
Yeah, I'm actually playing a ROM hack. This is Star Fox Mask.
It just has Star Fox.
This is the Legend of Star Fox,
Star Fox
Majora's Flight? I don't know.
Couple days
Not
ago.
for quite a while. I don't run OT. Well, I do run OOT, but I don't focus on it. Oh man, you're right. I should have done that.
What? Oh yeah.
Would you like me to clarify it?
Dude, I can't believe Jeff from Achievement Hunter is here. Dude. What did you say
Ray was here this week.
It is not Jeff from Achievement Hunter. It is Jeff from Twitch. His Twitch name is literally Jeff. I'm sorry for the
Dude, I'm
confusion.
a huge fan of your videos. Yeah, dude, I love your Minecraft.
Alright, so
videos, man.
to do this glitch, it involves Gyorg in Great Bay Temple. So there's two parts to this glitch. The
You should probably watch it.
you guys can talk for a minute or two. There's nothing interesting yet. I actually have to.
You're too busy making fun of Jeff. Wait,
And actually, just as long as I'm just showing stuff off. As long as I'm showing stuff off, ZFG actually did this at AGDQ 2014, but it's just always a crowd pleaser, so I got to do this one. A lot of people will probably already know this, the flying dog.
Oh crap, Chase, this is your big brother. Okay, continue.
So ZFG did this at AGDQ, but it's always a crowd pleaser, so would you fall down? Thank you. Alright, you guys ready?
Nice. They already played. Dog, no. Dog.
So the dog just kind of floats down really gently.
Does he keep going like up?
No, he...
Please go in water and save. What? Please go in water and save the dog.
Please.
The dog is gonna drown.
The dog knows how to swim.
But you have gills.
He doesn't need saving. 144 flat, come on.
It's still up there.
I know, that's so
Still says
dumb.
It's 144.
Can we just correct the time?
Just subtract the section.
It's fine. It's bonus stream, who cares?
Dang.
Alright.
Oh, that's... Honestly, for a marathon run, I'm still pretty pleased with that. So, I have to go back to Great Bay, so we're gonna hopefully get Kevin Turtle again, because nobody likes watching a long cutscene. If I miss it, I'll explain what it was, and why we didn't watch that cutscene in my run. Ah. That was dumb. Anyway. Give me bombs. Thank you. There we go. Again, one frame. Got it. Okay, so I guess I don't need to explain that cutscene. Same thing as in my run, by pause buffering, you skip the cutscene where this giant turtle comes out. That's a really long cutscene, so it's nice. So, the first way I'm gonna do this is just really entertaining. The second way might soft lock my game. If it does, then I'm gonna leave it at that. If it doesn't, then I'm going to kill Gyorg and then soft lock my game. I have soft lock backups, don't worry. Ah, fuck. Gainer, please. I'm not sure how I feel about this angle, but we'll see. That should work. Cool. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh.
Boom. It is in this case, actually. So this is just a really funny glitch that my friend Majin Phil showed me. Like right when I learned MM, actually, he showed me this trick. It's actually really cool, but it's kind of strange to explain, so I'm just gonna let it happen. But first things first, I need to die. Hey there. Rip in pieces. Oh, that was a great voice. What? I don't want to try again. It's not as good the second time. Yes, thanks, Link. I was really worried about that. So I'm just gonna get some more bombs just in case weird things happen. Well, that was a weird thing. Why can I only ever bonk when I don't want to? I'm actually too far. There, that should be better. Not below. What? Alright. Okay, so this trick requires the Deku Mask and me to be able to get ISG to help. So hovering there is actually looks cool. So I just walk a little bit away from the edge and then with ISG hover down here. Then turn into Deku. And because the last solid ground I was on is up top, I spawn up top. So we're gonna walk over to here and I'm just gonna let you guys watch.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
All the way up there.
Gyorg's lonely, I don't know.
I noticed you weren't
It's a
feeling
fish
the
out of
sauce
water.
right, so I just wanted to check on you, make sure you were okay.
Here's what the inside of the fish looks like.
Right. Hey, buddy, you don't seem like yourself lately.
It's actually kind of funny because, like, what? Oh, you can damage him. I guess I rolled into him. Alright, well, I'm just gonna kill myself. Because now there's one of two ways I can soft lock my game, and both are pretty cool. There we go. No, get over here. What?
What?
I don't know why I threw that bomb, but it happened. So, Gyorg is programmed to always be on the same level, like vertically as you. So if you manage to get back up to the top, either by ridiculous amounts of hovers, which I'm pretty sure is only doable with cheats, or by voiding out as a Deku, you can respawn up top and he will chase you. Alright, so hopefully I'll be able to get this really entertaining softlock. Very similar it's almost identical to the last one, but instead of stepping away from the edge when I hover off, I actually need to be right at the edge like this. And this happens. And Gyorg's in the tunnel with me again, by the way.
I think you're...
Yeah, he did. Alright, I think this'll work. Gotta wait a minute. Nope, no soft lock. Okay, I'll soft lock my game another way now.
supposed to happen?
It's possible for Gyorg to actually like come up and perpetually deal damage to you, so you kind of get launched into this corner. But he doesn't actually hurt you. He just keeps bouncing you around.
Wow.
Yeah, you just keep going into the wall, but because he doesn't actually hurt you, you never die. So you just kind of go into the wall for quite a while, and well, actually, you just go into the wall until you turn your game off. We're 4 out about Chauvin. There, wait. Chauvin, where is he? Oh, what?
Well.
What? What?
He seems like he has some ways.
What?
I think this counts as soft lock if you can't kill him.
This is an exciting run for me. So many new experiences.
Gyorg, no.
Can I hurt him? What if I fly up and go in there? Or float up, rather? Okay, I can evidently hurt him, so will hopefully come back to the fight now?
I don't know, man. He seems pretty cozy in that corner.
Yeah, that was interesting, to say the least.
Oh, he's still hanging out.
He's just chilling.
I don't see it anywhere. Oh, what?
Hey there.
What?
Gyorg, no! Dude, you completely broken him.
What just happened?
Oh my god, Gyorg's not know what he's doing right now.
Go home, Gyorg, you're drunk. Oh, I should have died right there. That was weird. Oh, crap. Beeping heart scam. That's awesome. Alright, well, I can't really take damage now, otherwise bad things happen. Alright, that's good. Okay, so this is a whole new fight experience for me. Alright, so actually I'm just gonna kill Gyorg normally this time. Because I don't have a deck stick. Or I have two. Alright. And now this last way of soft locking my game is actually really pretty. Like, I want to make a desktop background for my computer out of it someday. What? Someday.
Technology.
When the technology is developed.
To make wallpaper out of
Screenshot. Alright, so blue warps work very similarly to how they do in Ocarina of Time. Ah, I had it. Oh. There we go. That was not a super slide. That was. Okay, so the inverse camera just means the camera's facing the wrong way. Wait for it. Wait for it.
What do you do?
So, I mean, you might as well. So the inverse camera puts the blue warp off screen after you enter it. So the game takes control of Link and tries to play a cutscene, but because the blue warp actually deloads from being off camera, it never actually happens. So if I just keep the inverted super slide going for like a couple seconds, it just ends up doing this. And there's nothing I can do.
Oh, great job, you broke it.
My game is completely soft-locked.
You discover that, or
What?
did you discover that, or just?
No, I didn't discover that. I discovered it, but I wasn't the first.
Oh, okay.
I ran into it one day, but plenty of people have done it before me. So yeah, that's Majora's Mask.
Woo.
So thank you guys very much.
Or
And
some shambling remains of their.
yeah, this is the shambling remains of what was at one point The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
I asked for all physical.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much.